Aries, when they hurt you, they think they're breaking a person. But what they were really touching is the first breath of change, the spark that ignites destiny's next move. You're not just a name in the zodiac, you're the origin, the ignition point, the one who doesn't wait for permission to rise. So before we dive deeper, answer this with your soul. What's your birth date, Aries? Comment it below. Let the universe see who's awakening their fire. This story isn't about revenge. It's about revelation. Your pain didn't echo into silence. It ricocheted through the cosmos, and now karma's wheels are turning with precision only you could command. You didn't burn in vain. You forged something, a sword of truth, a flame that purifies. And every person who ever tried to smother that brilliance is now feeling the weight of their choice in the emptiness you left behind. Aries, this isn't poetic justice, it's real. It's karmic equilibrium. Because Aries doesn't retreat. Aries recalibrates. You gather your fire in silence, not to vanish, but to explode forward with new clarity. Every pause is your preparation. Subscribe now to Horns of Aries if you're ready to step into the fire that has always been yours. Because what follows will not just validate your past, it will crown your future. You didn't ask to be a warrior, Aries. You were born one. Each heartbreak only sharpened your instincts. Every betrayal trained your eyes to see the truth faster than most even sense it. And that clarity, it's not cold, it's cosmic. It's the pulse of Mars that lives in your chest, telling you where to go, who to trust, and when to walk away. People mistake your silence for surrender, not realizing it's your fire gathering heat before its next leap. Your flame doesn't flicker. It studies the wind, adapts to the air, and burns smarter. You don't waste your energy proving yourself. You become the proof. Your truth has always had consequences, for you, and for those who couldn't honor it. When they betrayed your loyalty, they weren't just playing with a bond, they were gambling with their own fate. Because once you withdraw your energy, Aries, they don't just lose a person, they lose the momentum, the motivation, the magic that only you brought into their lives. And karma doesn't let that kind of loss go unpaid. You are not the grudge, you are the lesson. And life repeats the scene until they finally understand what they tried to break was sacred. There's a reason the universe reacts faster when you act. You are the spark that tells time it's time. You don't wait for green lights, you are the green light. If you're still here, hit like, not just for the fire, but for the balance it brings. That's the kind of energy that reshapes timelines. Aries, this isn't about ego, it's about power. Power earned, not given. Your no draws borders that protect the kingdom of your soul. Your yes breathes life into new worlds. Time has always been on your side, even when it felt cruel. Because while others were delaying their fate, you were already taking action. You've been called impulsive, but they forget. Without the first spark, nothing moves. Without risk, nothing changes. And when others tried to put you in cages, you didn't break. You transformed. You rose from the ashes, redesigned, more aligned, more precise. And those who underestimated your speed now choke on your dust. You were never too fast, Aries. You were simply on time. You rise in spirals, never circles. What tried to trap you becomes the ashes under your next step. You turn ruins into runways, grief into grit, and silence into signal. They don't realize that when they strike you, they ignite you. Your pain doesn't paralyze, it propels. You feel, you flame, you forge ahead, always ahead. Your fire is not chaos, it's conscious combustion. And every time someone tried to play with it like it was theirs to control, they ended up burnt by the very force they couldn't respect. The wound they gave you wasn't weakness. It was a gateway. Through it, you gained a vantage point no one else could see. You turned pain into propulsion, and from that cliff they pushed you toward, you built a runway. Aries, you are the forge and the flame. You are the sound before the battle cry. The reason doors break open, the reason shadows retreat. Aries, your silence is not absence, it is your fire regrouping. Your intuition is a radar tuned to universal justice. You don't need proof or revenge. The cosmos delivers it for you. And oh, how it delivers. Swiftly, sharply, perfectly. The same force that fueled your rise now sweeps through their life like a mirror they can escape. That is the law of balance you never asked for, but always deserved. Every word you've spoken in truth returns to you tenfold, shaped like opportunity, like divine timing, like fire that lights without burning you anymore. So I ask you now, with unwavering clarity, what door are you afraid to push open? What dream have you shelved because someone convinced you were too much? Aries, you are not too much. You are just the right amount to shift history. Your anger isn't irrational, it's righteous. And when it rises, the world feels it. Because you don't just carry heat, you carry justice. The universe doesn't play favorites, it honors force. And you, Aries, are force incarnate when you move in your truth. What they lost when they lost you wasn't just affection, it was direction. You were the compass they ignored, the fire they took for granted, and now, in your absence, their world dims. Their regrets howl in the shadows of what they can never regain. That's not revenge, that's balance. Remember, Aries, when you finally said enough, the universe didn't question it. It moved with you, like wind at your back, like doors unlocking, like silence turning into opportunity. That's the confirmation you've been waiting for. That your truth is not just valid, it's divine decree. You've been tested not to punish you, but to reveal you. Each trial was a mirror polishing your flame into clarity. Now, the reflection blinds those who once doubted. Now take this in like breath before battle. The people who hurt you are not your burden. Their lesson is their own. Your only task is to keep moving forward, not with bitterness, but with unshakable clarity, because your growth is the flame they'll never extinguish, and your distance is the silence that teaches louder than your presence ever could. You weren't meant to be quiet, you were meant to roar, and when your voice trembles the air, the cosmos takes notes. That is how justice remembers your name. And those who underestimated the power of your silence will soon understand that stillness isn't a weakness. It is the inhale before the wildfire. Aries, you don't need to look back. You are the forward motion, the unstoppable force. And every time you choose to rise instead of retaliate, karma claps louder. Louder than your past, louder than their betrayal, louder than any doubt you've ever had. The stage is yours now. And all who once tried to dim your light must watch as it becomes a beacon that scorches their illusion. You are no longer just reacting, you are commanding. Your decisions are sharper, your pace precise, your energy sacred, and those who fail to honor it are already watching life rearrange their world without your warmth to hold it together. The price of betraying you is not your wrath. It's your absence, the one thing they can never recover. So subscribe now to Horns of Aries if you're reclaiming the path that's already lighting up beneath your feet. Don't miss the signs anymore. They're glowing in your name. Your presence is your proof. Every step forward is a sentence written in fire. No apologies, no doubts. Aries, you are now in your era of unapologetic truth, and nothing, no betrayal, no delay, no deception can stop what has already begun. Your karma isn't punishment, it's the evidence of your power. And if you feel this fire hit like again, seal this moment. Let the universe know that Aries has remembered who they are, because the final truth is this. You are the blaze that reveals everything, the fire that exposes shadows, the warmth that others need, and the heat that burns away the lies. You are both beginning and reckoning. And from now on, Aries, your fire is not just seen, it is felt. So let them watch from afar, those who once tried to smother you, because the flame they tried to kill is now the light they can't escape. The throne of your destiny was never empty. It was just waiting for you to return. And now that you have, no one can deny it. You are the fire. You are the justice. You are the victory. Subscribe, like, and carry this truth forward, because your story is only getting brighter.